Hey y'all, it's me again. As long as we got the guitar out and my wife's not home yet to eat dinner, waste a little more time, and I'll show you the riffs for rock and roll, which are a little bit odd, I guess, in the way he does them. And another thing that makes Zeppelin great, it's just not quite what you'd expect it to be. So another one that people have trouble with, but we'll run through kind of the live version, which is not all that different to the studio one. So you start with that drum intro, and then when it kicks into it, it's right in A, and this is tuned to there, so you're in the right pitch. So that riff is really played on the A and D strings, right? So it's A and D at the second fret. That's an A5 chord. You're not playing that G string, but you cover it anyway. And so that's A string at the fourth fret. You don't have to bend any of these for right now. In fact, if you just did the one for Celebration Day, if you're learning that one, you'll already know this stretch because it's in that. So you already know that stretch from 2 to 5. So this one goes 2-5, 2-4. So bend that. It's 5-2-4. And then on the A string, it's third fret bent up and then open. And then between those, he's doing this. That's just 2-4, 2-4 on the D string while you're also hitting that open A string. So through this little riff, you can hit both those strings and get a little sloppy with it. Because if you watch him and listen to him, he's doing this with the strumming on. Doing a performance, so you can get a little sloppy with the picking on, and if you hit that G string on the second fret, don't worry about it because that note's okay. Right? So that's now you do exactly the same riff except on the D and G strings. That one you have to be careful not to hit the B string, unless you're going to play it like that. But don't. Just play the D and G string. Right? In fact, I think it goes back to A. Now you do it in E. And then that's on the E string, A and D strings at the third fret. So the main riff is G-A. It's just a one note, one string thing, G note, A string at the third fret to an A chord. The second one is just the 4 chord. So you do A string at the third fret, a C note, into a D chord, a D5. It's just those two strings. D and B strings. Or sorry, G and B strings. Back to the first one. And then up to E up here. Lonely, 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 lonely. To another verse, and then again it goes all the way through to the end with repeating the same stuff over again. The only thing to pay attention to is when it goes into the when you're going into the guitar solo. It's not doing this at the beginning of the guitar solo. It's doing. So you have to make sure you're doing it right, because you can't just do all through the song, because it does go back into this. The only other thing is in the very end, it does when it goes up to the D. Right? So that's D. Just hit one D note. So that slides up from 5 to 9. D string at the 7. So it's 9, 7 on the D. Back to the 9, open A string at 4 to D string at 2, third fret on the A again. So that's it. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. But if you have any trouble with it, let me know.